Hello.
Hi. We're here.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Xtreme Homestead. Now, I didn't record this when we cut everything. I probably should have, but I'm going to run you through it real quick on what we did to make all the parts. I mean, these are the parts. This is basically framing lumber. This is 2x8s from Lowe's. You can see how we got a groove milled right in here. You got, that's mortise and tendon pretty much. You got this part here. All these cuts, except for the length, was done on a table saw, which we're standing at right now. You can see the blade comes right up through here, but what we ended up using to make the cut, that metal, the way it's corrugated, is a 1/2 inch wide. So we got this dado blade, and you got two of these guys together, which give you about 1/4 inch, but then you got to add these guys in between. These are each 1/8 of an inch thick. So you add this guy in there, then you add the other one like this, you put them in the saw, and it makes the blade basically a 1/2 inch wide. So it'll rip a 1/2 inch wide groove in the parts you're making for the door, so the tin will fit. Of course, you can make different widths for different projects or whatever, but we got all these pieces done. All the pieces for the doors. There's 2 doors. These are pretty big. They're 42.5 inches wide and 82 inches tall. These are going to be closet doors, but the barn style with the hardware track that goes up top. It's real popular right now, but that's how we cut all the mortise and tendon stuff for building these doors. So what we're going to have to do though is, you see this groove right here. When you put the metal in there, it's a real pain to try and stain that afterwards. So you got to stain inside this groove and probably this top first. But there's certain spots where the joints come together, the joints that you cannot stain. You got to leave it open so the glue can get in there and dry. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to stain the spots that need to be stained. And then we're going to come back and show you what we're going to do to assemble these doors and make them what they are. So we'll be right back. All right, we are now getting ready to assemble these. First, what we're going to do is take all the side rails, the pieces up and down, the left side, the right side, all that. We're going to take this, we're going to drill some holes in the top, the middle, and the bottom. Because what's going to happen, these are mortise tongue and groove, they're going to be put together. We're going to glue them, and we're going to stick these really long screws in there through the wood, and it's going to suck them together, hold them real tight. Then we're going to take this dowel rod, stick it in the hole, chop it off, sand it, and stain it. That way these doors will be super strong. They're screwed together, they're glued together, and then this will obviously cover the hole we're making with the drill. So let's get to it. You get the picture. We're going to do a bunch of those holes, and then after that, when we're putting it together, obviously we're going to pre-drill that with this, and then we're going to put some wax on the end of the thread so this glides in real good and doesn't split the wood. So let me get all these drilled and we'll be back. All right, anyways, we're back. We're going to put this together now. So this is the best angle of the camera we can get. It's actually mounted to the dust collector up above us, because it's going to take all 4 hands to put this thing together. So, all right, Gary, first we're going to glue it up. Gary's favorite ingredient, glue.
I'm going to
Stand it up. Where are you going with that? Oh, there's a board underneath there.
Yeah, I was trying to get, because when I went to stand it up, it was fixing to slide off on the ground.
Off of there, but you can see where we stained all this, because when that tin goes in there, you'd be able to see in there, and you don't want to have a clean spot where there's no stain. It would look really weird. So there's that. Gary's gluing that up real good. Of course, before you glue this together, you want to determine your front and your back. You know, because the back, obviously, I mean, you can see this spot here is kind of ugly. This is framing lumber, so it's not going to be perfect, but obviously that's going to be in the back where no one's ever going to see it. So, but you never know. Some people like to go for the
we're hoping
the naughty look.
Okay, we got to remember, we got to leave some off of here because we got to do a drill in there.
Yeah, so
go ahead and slide it into place.
All right. Now I think you probably want to put this clamp on there, yeah?
Yes. Put the clamp on here.
We're going to put this gigantic clamp on here. kind of low so we can get to our spot, our hole for the. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Oh, you got the one that's sliding.
Oh, we need a different one?
Nope.
Okay, there we go. And you see the glue, I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the glue oozing out of there because it's kind of far away, but. Alright, so now I'm going to get in there and wipe off some of that glue as soon as Gary's done putting all the.
Yeah, that glue's gonna be right where it's at till we get the screw in it.
Alright. Well, we got to drill the hole. Are you good?
Yep.
Alright, now, hey, hand me the wax, would you? It's right behind you. Oh, you know what? Can you go a little tighter on that?
Sure.
I can't get the drill in there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to drill this hole. Obviously, we're going to pre-drill it to get this in there. We don't want to split anything, so got to find the point that the other drill bit went through, which is right there. Now you can see I put the blue tape in there so I know how far the drill bit's got to go in. And then we're going to take this screw and we're going to put some wax on it.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, this is a wax ring for a toilet, but by putting that on there, the screw is going to glide right in. It's not going to get stuck, or it's not going to, hopefully it's not going to split the wood. It kind of prevents that too.
That's what it's for.
So, the other impact.
Pop that off.
Yeah, the other impact's got a little more power than this. Switch this. Can you pull it off the table just to here? There we go.
Good.
Oh, yep. There's our issue there.
Yeah, but we're far enough in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get pliers and pull that out of there, but
You didn't back it off any, did you?
I don't think so. But let's double check. Make sure it's in there good enough. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna grab a pair of pliers and pull that out of there. That was one of the issues we had with the last set of doors we built, but it's been known to happen. So Gary's gonna get a pair of pliers.
Yeah, word from a message from our sponsors.
Yeah, we ain't got those sponsors. I'm just gonna wipe some. Wow, that loosened the clamp up.
Yep.
Sucked it in and loosened the clamp up. So definitely want to wipe the glue off. Otherwise, if the glue dries on the wood and you don't sand it off, you'll have a white spot in the stain. So, all right, Gary's got that out. Now, we got to do the other piece, right? We're going to do which part? That part going this way, and then slide the tin in, right? This one?
We'll put the tin in first.
All right, well, let's grab the tin. There's a certain way this is going to come together so we don't mess it up.
Gotta do it in a manner that doesn't.
So, all right, so this piece of tin is going to set in this here groove. It's going to get groovy. Of course, it's giving me you know what? This might be easier. Hang it over just a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of a treat to get in here, but there we go. Now I gotta slide it down. Kind of stuck. There we go.
Good?
Yep.
Alright.
Down all the way.
Now
we gotta get one of our uprights in here. And make sure that fits. Oh, you want to grab it? Yeah, you got to grab that from the pile.
Clamp too. You got to put this in with a clamp. It ain't got nobody to hold it.
Yeah, this is going to go in with a clamp.
It'll take a few minutes.
So
we're going to put this in with some glue. Like so.
Yeah, we're going to load this one in there. Is this the front or the back? Okay, this is the front.
So we're going to put that in there.
All right, so I'm going to put some glue on this.
And then we're going to put a clamp on it. So sit a minute.
Yep. So let's glue this up. Hey, get the cap off, man. Come on, man. All right, we go. I'll put a little glue on all this. Makes everybody happy, right, Gary?
Supposed to. They claim.
That's right. Now, all right, that's the back. All right, now, I just want to make sure that we got enough, make sure that we're not too far this way.
You have to get your measurement.
Yeah, let me just throw that on there. So what do we got here? We have 11.
It's easier.
That's got to go way further.
It's easier. Get the center of this and get the center of this. Put them lines together and you do that.
Yeah, you're right. The center of this is going to be
14 1/4.
Yeah, 14 1/4. Right about there. We got this dumb metric tape measure.
Ah, it's the operator.
3 1/2 roughly. Wow, that's really got to get over there. Okay.
Yep.
Want to give that a love tap. You line those up.
You can't see through your hand.
Hold on. Whoops, my bad. Hold on. You might want to put a little pressure on this.
Are we about there?
You're about there, yeah.
Okay,
So,
go ahead and throw some pressure on it.
I might need
Get a bit of half of this stuff that's underfoot. So I can walk around right there.
plant this guy. That looks pretty good. Maybe just a hair more. Put a lot of pressure on this clamp. This is the sliding one.
Yep, that's the
After we're done with this, we'll set this clamp off to the
This
side.
clamp is going to go find a new place to live for a little while.
Yeah. These clamps will help get all the glue and
All you're doing is pulling the clamp.
Oh, so this clamp's no good, huh?
Stop. Yep.
All right, grab a different one.
Waste my time. One of those.
This clamp's worn out.
No, it's actually it's brand new galvanized on the back side. They're just not allowing it to maneuver like it's supposed to.
Oh, I thought I could feel the difference already.
Yep.
I'm gonna clamp this really tight. All right, we're gonna let this sit for a while. Sit for about what, 7 or 8 minutes. All right, we'll be back. We're gonna let this dry, and we'll be back to do the next section. All right, you can see we got one door put together, and you can see those holes we drilled. That's what those dowel rods are for, is to plug the hole. So we'll sand this. We'll sand all the joints to kind of flatten them out a little bit. And now you can see and understand why we stained inside here, because if you didn't, how are you going to get down in there to stain it? You can see that. We made that mistake once before we built something like this, and we ended up having to go back and try and stain all these little pieces, and it's not easy. So to stain this lip and the channel is actually the smart thing to do. So this is the first door that's put together. This thing is pretty massive. Like I said, it's 82 inches tall and 42 and a half wide. So we're going to put the other one together, then we're going to throw some stain on these and clear coat them. So I think the rest of that's going to happen tomorrow. So we're going to wrap it up for today and be back tomorrow with the next part of this project. We got both doors assembled and put together as far as they're going to be. We got things sanded down. This is the back side of the door. Back side of the door we didn't spend a whole lot of time on as far as sanding it down and all that, because once it's installed, nobody's ever going to see it. So we're going to take this here rag, we're going to stain the entire back, stain the front. We're going to put a whole bunch of stain on these things, and then we're going to get ready to spray them with our HVLP sprayer. Now, the thing with the sprayer is we're not going to be able to record that because I don't want to have the camera out, because that stuff gets everywhere. It'll get all over the lens of the camera, then there'll be all these little dots, and it'll ruin that. So I'm going to get this whole thing stained, and I'm going to get the other one stained. Then we'll bring you back when these are completely done and ready to be installed. And then after they're installed, we'll get another video of what that looks like. So for the meantime, I'm going to finish staining all these doors, and then we'll be back. All right, you can see all the stain is on this thing. Our next step is to spray it. I wasn't going to come back and show you this. I was just going to go ahead and spray it and wait for the install, but I figured why not. This is it. It's all stained. That's what color it's going to be. We're going to spray a clear coat on this. It is a, what is that, polyacrylic?
Yeah.
Polyacrylic, water-based with an HVLP sprayer. That'll lock all that in. So the rust will stay where it's at. It won't get any more rusty and it won't rub off or anything like that. Everything will get locked in place and that'll be the end of that. But we're going to spray that and then we're going to be ready for the install. So stick around. All right, this is it. The doors have been sprayed. The doors are installed. This is the finished product. Like I said, I wasn't able to show you the spraying part because that stuff gets everywhere. It would have got on the camera and ruined it all. So this is what we got. The hardware is from Amazon. The tin and all the lumber's from Lowe's. This is our finished product. So like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.